Hi, I'm Holly Pike. If you'd like a trial of the Generation software that I use for digitizing, please visit trygenerations.com. This video is a recording of a live video I did for my previous students. You may hear references to You Can Digitize or YCD. That's my old website that is now closed. My new website is digitizingschool.com. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Awesome, it's fun, it's easy. Let me show you how easy it is. We already know how to use our line tool, our right clicks and our left clicks. So we're going to build on that and do some red work. Okay, so hands up, everybody's watching right now. I'm going to choose my line tool just like we did before. And I'm going to make a left click and a left click. I'm going to double click to generate my stitches. You can hit enter if you like. So now we have a line, but I don't like that. Okay, but as I've always told my students, I always work at the same magnification. If you've taken other digitizing classes, you will have people tell you, well, just take this little zoom thing and do that and zoom in. Well, that's all nice and good, but now you're zoomed to 296. Okay, let's go back to 1:1. What if I zoom smaller? Now you're at 515. So you never have that same view. So here's what I teach. I teach that you go right here and you bring it up to 400. I work at 400 because now I can clearly see where my line is, where my piece of thread is, and that's critical for red work. What I'm going to do for red work is, again, I have my line tool selected. To do red work, I'm going to click right on top of that thread, and I'm going to make this bigger. Let's make this like really, really huge so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay? I'm going to take my line tool and I'm going to click right on top of that piece of thread and come down here and double click or enter. Now these two pieces are one on top of the other, okay? So let's go back to about 400 where I normally work. These two pieces are touching each other, they are on top of each other. All red work is merging lines together. So now I'm going to come over here and start right on top of that piece of thread and just do this. Double click or enter. I'll do one from here out to there, one from here out to there. That's red work. And now you're going to say, well, okay, Holly, that's great, but you know, we've got all these different pieces here, and if we watch this stitch, it's kind of a mess. So let's watch it stitch. This is your film strip. And this shows you I did this one first, then this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. That's the order that you did your things, the order that they are going to stitch. So let's go and watch this stitch out. I'm going to go to this little green arrow, and you don't see anything on the screen yet, right? That's because this little icon here, this little squiggly line here, is your play stitches. And remember, I made mine blue. You might have made yours yellow or green or purple. So this is going to show you what is going to stitch. So now watch what happens when I hit go. Watch how it stitches. It stitches each piece individually, which means this piece here has a tie-in and a tie-out. Then this piece here has, well, here, let me show you even better. Okay? I turned off the jump stitches, the trims. So now you're going to see this piece is going to stitch, and then this one's going to stitch, but there's going to be a jump in between here. Well, that's not red work. Red work is all one nice flowing piece of thread. So how do we fix that? Well, I want all these pieces to be merged together. I want them all to be one piece. Okay, couple ways. I can right-click, hold, and drag a box around everything, and release, and that selects all the pieces. Or I can left-click and drag down in my film strip, which is what I like to do because I can get exactly what I want, and it highlights all the pieces. Let's bring this up a little bit. Okay? Now, we're going to go to my favorite friend, my best friend in the software, and that is the View Outline icon. If you have your Introduction to the Workspace up, you can see where this is. It's right next to the little orange sewing machine. It's a gray, looks like a pattern piece with green dots on it. I'm going to select that. When I select that, notice everything that I had selected on the workspace turns gray. That's what we want to happen. So you're watching now. You're not doing, you're watching. At this point, I'm going to right-click directly on top of that gray line, and the magic menu opens. When the magic menu opens, I'm going to choose Merge. Well, okay, everything over here disappears. That's good. That's a thumbs up. That means we got it right. We did it right. Now, all I have to do is generate. Click my Generate button, and look what happened up here miraculously. Everything is one piece. Everything is one piece. It's going to come in here, and it's going to finish out here, and it's going to be a beautiful triple run, and it will use single runs to travel to where it needs to go, which is what you would have to program in for Redwork in other softwares. You're going to hear my puppies coming in and out, so they're outdoors in my studio. So now if we watch this stitch, now, watch what happens. All one piece. Beautiful Redwork. Beautiful Redwork. Questions? So we're combining things now. We're using the line tool and we're using the View Outline icon. I'm going to select this with a left click. When you see those boxes surrounding your item, I'm going to hit delete. Now let's do it together. Ready? Select your line tool. Make a line. I don't care what kind of line. It can be a curved line. It can be a straight line. I don't care. After you make that line, start anywhere on that line, right on top of it. Do a left click. Come out and left click. So now we have two lines touching each other. Now, start anywhere on any line at all, and with a left click, and make a curved line. Everything's touching. Everything's touching. It's important for Redwork that everything touches. Now let's put another line in. Get a little fancy. And maybe another one. You can either double click or hit enter at the end of your line. Okay, does everybody have something on the screen with intersecting lines, curved and or straight? Everything's touching. The magic happens next. Let me know if you've got something on your screen with intersecting lines. Doesn't matter what it is. It can be just two lines. It can be a curved line and a straight line. It can be a whole bunch of lines touching. One point touching another line. Okay, I'm reading. Okay. Hang with me for a minute. I'm checking something out. Show them the View Outline tab in the toolbar that comes up when you're in outline view mode, because sometimes... Got it. Okay. Got it. I never use that, but okay, cool. I will do that. Thank you, Karen. Okay, ready? Here we go. We're going to do the magic now. Now we've got all these lines, okay? I'm at about 200. You probably should be at about 400, so that you can see what's happening. 200 will work so that you all can see. I'm going to left click and drag in the film strip to select all the ones that I want to merge together. Go to View Outline icon. Everything turns gray. Okay? Two ways now you can do this next thing. You can right click directly on the gray line and get to the magic menu. Or you can come up here to the outline menu and choose merge. Either way is okay. Come up to outline and merge. I'm not a menu girl, but that's a great suggestion Karen had. And choose merge. Or right click directly on the gray line and merge. Either one is okay. Either one works perfectly well. Choose merge. Now everything goes away over here. If you did it right, everything goes away in the film strip. Okay, is everybody there with me? Okay, we'll fix that, Beth. Okay, Lorraine used it out. Okay, great. Great. Both Lorraine and Karen use the menu option. Perfect. Works for me. Okay, so everybody's got everything disappearing in the film strip. Beautiful. Now click Generate. And the magic should have happened over here in the film strip. It should all be one piece now. If it isn't, you missed something. So I need to know if you don't have something up here in one frame. Now, Beth says that hers says double run. It's okay, Beth. While you have this selected with the running marquee around it, come down here to the stitch type and click that and choose triple run. You just need to change your preferences. No big deal. Okay? No what? No, you don't have, everything didn't merge together? Is that what you're saying to me? If that is the case, then you probably were not touching. Everything was not touching, or you didn't have everything selected. So go back and start again. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to do it again. Align. I'm at about a 200 magnification. I suggest you go to 400 so you can really see where that line is. Right on top of the line, make a line. Right on top of the line, make a line. Okay, good, Augie, great. You can't get it all to connect. Okay, is everything touching? That would be my question for you. I would suggest we start again. I would suggest you start over, and then it will connect. If everything's touching, it will connect. Okay, so start again, Beth. Make a line. Be sure you turn your 3D view on. I might have missed that. Be sure you turn 3D view on. It's a lot easier to get to that line and to click right on that line if your 3D view is on. After you make your line, right on top of that line, you can see I'm right on top of it. It needs to be touching. If it's not touching, it won't merge. That's the only reason it won't merge, is if it isn't touching or if it's not selected. Okay, I'm not going away. That completes the basics of Redwork Line Tool.